Alrighty, hello and welcome back to Foregone Trails. Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the essentials. Which essentials? All the essentials. These are really going to be the items that I personally carry with me in the Jeep anywhere I go. They just have a nice little home that they just constantly stay with me so that I'm always ready in case I need them. Some of it has to do with recovery. Some of it has to do with just in case I get in a sticky situation or a friend gets in a sticky situation. I mean, we've all been there. Even if you're not on the trail, maybe you're on the side of the road, you break down, you need help, whatever it may be. And so these are all the things that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis in my Jeep. What should I choose first? So first thing, my jack. So I carry a scissor jack with me everywhere in my Jeepster that I go. I actually added one of these little adapters to the end so that on the trails I carry my impact wrench with me. And so this will actually just impact up really quickly and really nicely and gets big and tall really quick. You can see it just twists up, but that impact just attaches right here. It's up. I can get the tires off the ground, or in the last video that you saw, I broke a burr field, and so this was really nice and secure. It has a big flat bottom that keeps everything stable. This attaches if I need to. I can run a strap and secure things on top of it to make sure it's not going to fall off. I really like this a lot more. I have seen people, do the high lifts or different jacks. This just is really simple. It doesn't take up any space. It sits between the passenger seat and the door in my Jeepster for me, and so I really like to just keep this on hand. It works really well. It's really easy. It's safe. And so for me, this is my go-to is if I need to change a tire, if I need to fix a burr field, whatever it is I may need to do, this is what I always carry with me in the Jeepster. The next thing I carry with me, I have yet to use this, but I do carry a fire extinguisher with me as well. A lot of the sanctioned trail rides I go on, they require that you have some type of fire extinguisher. So I keep it with me, but then also I built this whole thing myself from scratch. And if I'm honest, I don't always want to trust myself. I've done everything really well. I've put a lot of miles on it. I'm not really that worried, but you just never know. Fluids are going to leak or something's going to short out or spark or, engine fires could happen at any point. I've never, again, had that happen to me. I took a lot of precautions, a lot of time to make sure everything was done safe and proper, but you just never know when something's going to catch on fire or if I'm out camping. So I do carry a fire extinguisher with me at all times. This actually sits between the door and the driver's seat with one of those little attachments, so it just kind of clicks in, sits secure, so if I need to, I'll be able to open the door, pop this out, and put out whatever fire it is that needs to be put out. The next piece of essential equipment is a first aid kit. I make sure to always keep this thing stocked. I really actually love having this with me at all times because I am constantly cutting up my hands or whatever it may be in the garage. And so this just stays stocked all the time. If it gets low, I just restock it. Or out on the trails, I do have basic first aid kits in case something happens. Heaven forbid that ever does happen, but I carry this with me everywhere I go. It similarly has a home. It just attaches to the roll cage. It's always there and really nice, easy to have as well. So the next piece of equipment that I carry with me is this ARB tire repair kit. So here, I'll open it up for you. But I recently got rid of the spare tire on the back of the Jeep. There was a lot of weight from it. It was really sitting up high. I just wasn't in love with the look. I drive in town a lot as well. And so I really just was over it. And so I switched out bumpers, but with that, I lost the ability to carry a spare tire. However, I do always carry this tire repair kit with me. So you can see here, it has everything I'll need with plugs, valve stems, patches, all of the different pieces that are going to be needed for me to make a repair. If I get, a puncture or something like that and I need to make a repair on the tire, this will allow me to get back up and on the road. So that is something, I just store that below the passenger seat, but it's always there with me. Now, you might ask yourself, what good does that do if you can't air up your tire? Well, I also run an ARB air locker in the back of the Jeepster, and so for that, it requires air. So I also have a Smitty-built air compressor hardwired into the back of the Jeepster on a switch, and I make sure to carry my air hoses with me as well everywhere I go, so that way, if I ever need to, I can make a quick repair, air up a tire, whatever it may be, and it looks something like this. So in here, I just carry a length of air hose, you can see, with an air chuck that just attaches. I actually have a second hose here, so if I ever want to, I can air up 2 tires at one time. Or if my air compressor was to go bad, you can actually link one hose to one tire, one hose to another tire, and they'll both air up to equilibrium. So if you don't have an air compressor, that would at least get me by in a pinch. And so this is what I always carry in the back of the Jeep as well. So I always make sure to have a tire patch kit, an air compressor, an air hose. Again, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. I don't drive this Jeep like all the time, and so it's just an easy way for me to have some peace of mind if something is to go wrong, even around town, that my day isn't just ruined, or I don't have to call a bunch of people to come and recover me. Now, if that was to happen, I do also carry with me a tow strap. So if I was ever in a pinch and I break down somewhere that I don't want to be broken down, I carry this with me. And so what this is, it's just a 20 or 30 foot, let's see what it says here. Well, I don't know, 20 or 30 feet, something like that, tow strap. And so if I need to, I can hook this up to the front of my Jeep when I'm on a recovery point and to somebody else's vehicle. They can tow me, you know, off the road or just to the nearest gas station if we're running out of gas or whatever it might be. But I do have this. Or likewise, if someone else is broken down and I am feeling nice, it snows here a lot in Oklahoma. Well, a lot, it's relative. If it does snow in Oklahoma, it's like an apocalypse and everybody gets stuck, everybody needs help. And so, you know, those make for fun snow days to take the Jeep out and help people get unstuck. And so I carry this with me. This sits under the driver's seat at all times, just in case I do need to make some type of recovery. Now, for on the trail, these few items are things that are with me all the time. However, they're not necessarily things I really will ever need unless I am on the trail, but I do also carry with me a soft shackle and a snatch ring. Snatch ring? Yeah. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I'm really good with words and technical, but the way this works is it works as a pulley. So if you wanted to attach this out, you'd run, you know, your winch line through it and back, and it creates a leverage, increasing your pulling power. Or if you have a weird angle that you need to make a pull, this allows for that to happen. So I carry this. I have a couple soft shackles that I actually carry. I also carry a couple hard shackles just in case, depending on what I need to do. But this is to help me, again, if I need to hook up to the tow strap or hook up with the winch and, you know, do a self-recovery or anything like that nature. I carry this with me. It doesn't take a bunch of space. It fits nicely. I don't have to worry about if I remember it or not on a trail day. So this always stays with me in the vehicle as well. And then lastly, I do make sure to carry a tree saver as well. So anytime that you are winching, you winch from a tree or something like that, you want to be aware of what you're winching from. You want to be safe. You want to be, you know, leave no trace, that kind of principle. And so this allows us to do that without damaging trees or whatever it is that you might need to winch from. Just an 8-foot strap that you can wrap around, hook the winch to, and then do a self-recovery from there. So overall, those are all the different pieces that I personally carry with me in the Jeepster. At any given time, I have that. In case something is to go awry, I'm going to be able to hopefully take care of something and then continue on my way. I also make sure in the back of the Jeep I carry a variety of fluids, so transmission, oil, gear oil, WD-40, a variety of different fluids in the back of the Jeep. I'll go in detail about how I store those and what I carry with me in a future video, but for today I just really wanted to show the essentials for what I make sure to have on me at all times in the Jeep in case someone needs help, in case I need help, in case something goes wrong in the Jeep. I want to make sure that I'm prepared for anything that might happen. Well, I hope that you really enjoyed watching all of the things that I carry with me in my Jeepster. If there's something that you think I might have missed or a way that I could store these things a little bit better, or really anything of that nature, or ways that I could be safer in my approach, please make sure to leave a comment below. Make sure that you're staying safe out there. And until next time, this is Foregone Trails.